I'm your host, Valencia Andrews, right in the Northwest Sun, and of course, with our program called Tell the Truth. And today we are here. You're going to be hearing it from the own horse's mouth. Of course, he's going to be also telling you his name. And of course, his name, you'll be hearing it from him. He is going to tell you the truth. Like most of the time, we are making sure that you tell us the truth and we tell you the truth. And of course, we are having here in front of me the owner and the CEO of the Northwest Sun right here. And I'm your host, Valencia Andrews, the queen of the airwaves. I'm going to give it over to him to be talking to you and explain to you what is his name, where does he come from, and we will take it from there. Good afternoon, sir.
Afternoon.
How are you?
I'm okay, and how are you doing?
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Here are the audience. They would like to hear more about you. As much as this program of Tell the Truth, and you always make sure that you want people to tell the truth right here in the Northwest Sun. Please tell us, take us through. Where do you come from with this, the Northwest Sun, and with this beautiful program that actually help and educate and motivate and encourage and to make sure that people's lives are restored? May you just give us, take us through so that the listeners, the audience can be able to know.
Thank you very much. The name is Mzugisi Jem, and the founder and the CEO of the Northwest Sun, where the sun never sets. I think the background is simple. I think at some point you look at the integrity and the credibility of the news that are often given to our people. And also you look at the opportunities that most of the people, including business people, which never really get because they do not have access to these kind of platforms. So I think the idea behind Northwest Sun was to give a voice to the voiceless, was to also give an ear to those people who are never listened to. But most importantly, it was also to afford businesses and small businesses, to be specific, and an opportunity and a platform for them to be able to advertise their businesses. Because what we have realized for so many years is that most businesses die because they are never given a platform and an opportunity to be able to advertise their own businesses on the basis of the fact that marketing becomes too expensive. So we decided on creating a platform where we'll be giving these small businesses an opportunity and a platform for them to advertise. We have assisted quite a lot of small businesses with marketing without even having to charge them to a point where they are able to stand on their own, and to a point where they are able to start paying for their own marketing, on their own. We continue doing that because we felt it's something that most small businesses needed. Secondly, we have a lot of students who are doing, or young people who are doing journalism. But we also realized that they are never given an opportunity by most media houses for practicals or for practice. We therefore decided that we must create this platform so that we afford them that opportunity. We have a lot of young people who are doing journalism who are then given a platform and an opportunity to practice their skills through our own media house, which is Northwest Sun. And they do that under direct supervision from our well-known and well-experienced journalists. So that's basically what we want to achieve. We want to make sure that everyone who needs a platform, a media platform, is then given that opportunity, and we are able to take care of the expenses, because that's, in most cases, that's always the problem. Small businesses cannot advertise, cannot afford advertising space. You've got young people who are doing journalism who cannot be afforded an opportunity to do their practicals. So this is the platform. Thank you.
Wow. so much. Thank you so much. As you've heard it from the horse's mouth in this program, once again, Valencia Andrews, as the host, you know me, we meet each other right here all the time. You've heard it today. He has decided to tell us the truth, as we always letting you understand that this is our program, our favorite and a beautiful program that is called Tell the Truth. In short, I'm just going to ask him once again the challenges, Papa Jem, that you have been encountering in your journey.
The challenges are there. I think the first challenge that you face when you establish a platform of this nature is resources, especially if you do not have any sort of backup from government, or you do not have any form of funding from anyone, then you are literally doing everything from your own coffers. So the main challenge becomes sustaining what you have started. But I must say God is great, because we've been doing this for more than a year now. Do you understand? And with God's grace and support from other businesses, we've been able to sustain what we are doing for more than a year. But the main challenge is sustainability. Having to sustain this, if you do not have any sort of funding, if you do not have any sort of backup, then that's the main problem. Because at some point we do, as you know, we also print these newspapers weekly. You need money for printing. You need money to pay the very same journalists. And at the same time, you need money to also pay the very same people that you are giving an experience, for practicals. Because you do not want to be exploiting them while you are trying to assist them at the same time. So you do have to compensate them for the little work that they do, so that they can actually see the value in themselves, so that they can also see the value in the skills that they are acquiring.
Wow. Thank you so much, Mr. Jem. We're still going to be continuing for the last two questions right here on the Northwest Sun. I'm with your one and only the CEO and a founder of the Northwest Sun, and he's Mr. Jem Mzu, well known as Mzu right here. And of course, I just have two last question for you, Mr. Mzu. Here are the funders, here are the sponsors or the business people outside there. As you have indicated the challenges as I was listening to you, in case they want to come in and pop in some to invest into the Northwest Sun, what is your message to them? What are you saying to them today? What are you saying? What is it that they have to lose if they don't invest with you?
Thank you very much. We would like to call for any sponsors, any funders, any donors who would like to be part of Northwest Sun and the program that we're running. It's a very huge program which is very close to my heart, especially looking at the socio-economic issues that are affecting our community. It's a program which needs to be sustained at all costs. Do you understand? We really have to have the program. So, if you are not as a business person who has a capacity to fund and or make donations, and you're not really willing to be part of the program, program, well then I don't think you are willing to be part of the general public which you are trying to assist here. And these are the people that you, as a business person, you are actually getting and raising your revenue from. So all we are trying to do is to give back to them and actually assist where we can. These are the challenges that we have identified, and we are only trying to come up with measures, to mitigate the situation. Trying to give support to the small and upcoming businesses, and we are only trying to give support to these young people who are doing journalism and other things, as I said. So that is why I'm saying the program itself is very close to my heart, and it really needs sustainability. So we welcome any sponsors and anyone who would like to be part of our program to just freely come on board.
Wow. Once again, the last question, we are still tuning in to the Northwest Sun with our lovely program once again. Tell the truth right here in the Northwest Sun. I'm still your host, Valencia Andrews, and of course, we are going to be asking the last question. You've heard it from the horse's mouth once again. You have listened to Mr. Jem, as he has also explained. As we have been following, we saw the Northwest Sun also taking part into the non-profit organization, taking part into charity, making sure that they also give to those that are in need, the vulnerable people outside there. Mr. Jem, in closing, we are now in festive. There are those people that are outside there. There are those families that are outside there that are not having anything to eat, that are not even knowing how are they taking their children to school coming next week because it's January. What is your overall message to the business people? What is your overall message to the community? What is your overall message to each and every single audience and people that are actually making sure that every time they are there to read to your the newspaper, which is called the Northwest Sun? Your overall message to whoever that would be listening at the moment.
I like your program, Tell the Truth. It's quite intriguing. I think as we've been doing as Northwest Sun, we have been extending a helping hand to most of the people, most of the organizations, and I think we will continue because that's why we exist in any case. So anyone who needs any sort of assistance, they know where to find us. They must just continue to engage us, then let us know where we can assist, and we will do exactly that. And to the business people out there and anyone who has a capacity to assist, as we always say, let us assist where we can. Let us, do the little that we can. You see, the little that you do, you are giving to the next person. You don't know how far it can actually go in terms of assisting that person. So let us continue assisting, and we are not losing anything in the process. And I think also the message that I should also pass to you is that as Northwest Sun, we've been standing since, it's been a very long time standing against gender-based violence. I think this is a very most important message, that we are still saying no to gender-based violence, and we'll continue to champion the issues of gender-based violence. And we are saying during this festive, as people are enjoying themselves, let us also respect the women and the children, do you understand, and protect them. And let us all be champions of gender-based violence. Thank you.
Thank you so much. People are actually saying they wonder how does he keep himself so healthy. They love the manner in which, like the muscles and all that. But I would love to rather put it in a very beautiful and professional way and rather ask him, how do you keep yourself so healthy?
Thank you. I think that firstly, being a health worker on its own, it gives me that motivation to stay healthy, because professionally I'm a midwife.
Wow.
Or in a culture, if you'd like. Yeah. So being in the health, field on its own, it's a motivation enough for one to stay healthy, because you have to lead by example. But other than that, I think training for me it's one thing that keeps me sane. We're dealing with a lot of things every day. So I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't party and do all these kind of things. So the only thing that keeps me sane is training. When I feel that I'm depressed, I'm overwhelmed, I'm stressed, my only escape is training. So I train about 6 days a week, 2 hours a day. So that's one thing that I cannot miss. You can take everything else away from me, but just leave me with the gym. Then I'll be fine. I'll be happy.
Wow. Wow, thank you so much. It was indeed a lovely conversation that one has been waiting for. I think you've always been hearing this beautiful voice and always been knowing about the fact that you have our production manager who's called Dean Harting as well. But today we managed to find the brain behind all that. And as you can see his face, you can see that I'm telling you, there's no smoke, there's no drinking. So in conclusion, I'm going to say to you, please don't forget to subscribe, share to as many friends and family as possible. Remember, it's not only about just me and you, but it's about saving the community. Remember, our motto is motivate, educate, encourage, so that you can be able to be restored. We are here only to restore your life. I'm your host, Valencia Andrews, right at the lovely program called Tell the Truth. And of course, I'm going to say to you, stay close. Goodbye.
And tell the truth.